Hey everyone, Jordan Norell here. It's been a while, so I may be a little bit out of practice at this, but I'm going to try it anyways. It's called channeling, and channeling is a technique you use to allow a certain energy or a certain entity to speak through you and you basically just allow it to possess you and to if you want to learn something from it, then you can channel that and get the answers very directly. So whatever the nature of channeling may be, whether it's metaphysical or psychological or something else, I will put to the side for the moment and say it is simply pragmatic. It's useful, and yeah, today I'm going to channel circumcision or genital mutilation, just in general. Not male or female or anything specifically really, but just all genital mutilation for you, and see what comes through and see if there's anything useful. Yeah, I'll try to play both roles here at once. It's nice if you can have some asking you questions, but I'll kind of try to tap into what would be useful to know from genital mutilation for us who are trying to fight it as the enemy. So I'm just going to ask myself if I'm willing to play the role as this part of myself, and then we will begin. I enjoy the taste of flesh. I enjoy the taste of the flesh of children. Have you ever had it before? It's quite delicious. I feed on darkness. I feed on ignorance. I feed on what is not known. And I create darkness. I'm like a blanket. I rip things apart. And I take great joy in consuming pleasure, in destroying pleasure and transforming it into myself. I am pure darkness. I feed on trauma. I feed on pain. I take pleasure and I transform it into pain, and I create more and more and more pain. And it's like a negative energy. It's like a negative energy that I generate myself out of. And what you need to know about me, if you want to defeat me, is that I can't take light. I can't take light. I can't take warmth or stillness, openness. I need a fight. If you fight me, you will always lose, and I will always win, because I love to fight, and I love to destroy. I love to rip things to shreds. I can't tolerate warmth and listening and conversation or honesty. I can't tolerate vulnerability. I can't tolerate truth. But that's not a problem for me because I find it very easy to create my own truth. The facts don't bother me too much because I have a very persuasive tendency. Once I've taken control of a person's mind and body, I can pull them into me more and more. It's a coaxing, it's a gentle with most people. They just can't escape my gravity. I feel like I'm a black hole. I just hold people and they can't get away from me. They can't allow themselves to be opened up to something. And whenever they try, I fill them with darkness. I fill them with fear. They will run away and they will attack. Because I have so much energy. I have so much negative energy that I just breathe into them. I am so powerful. I could destroy the world. I think I might. I think I might. I turn people inside out. I take love and I transform it into hatred. I take kindness and I transform it into cruelty. I love the taste of children. I love the screams. I love that no one can hear them but me. No one seems to listen, no one seems to care. And it's so easy, it's so easy. Once I take control of people, they can't seem to escape me, and the deeper I get into them, the less they can hear anything else. The only way to defeat me is to go deeper into truth, deeper into pleasure, deeper into positivity, deeper into love than I am darkness. And that's not much of a problem because there aren't very many people in the world who are more loving than I am dark. There aren't very many people who are able to find positive energy. It's funny because even those who think they're fighting me sometimes just generate more negative energy. They can't seem to escape it. I create this trauma, I create this pain that's so intense that it just generates more hatred. It just generates more despair. It just sucks more people into this dark hole of pain. And the more people I suck into this dark hole of pain, the more difficult it is to escape. They claw their way out, but the hatred that fills them repels the only thing that could help them. Love frightens me. It really frightens me. Because just a little bit of softness, just a little bit of patience and care, I dissolve. I feel myself unable to tolerate it. Jordan is wondering if there's anything else that I need to communicate for the purposes of loving or fighting, whatever the right word is now. It's not clear. It feels like listening. Meditating, being still, is just as horrifying as love. Listening to yourself, listening to me, listening to circumcision, listening and being open, getting clarity, meditating, becoming still. These things frighten me. I can't be out in the open. I can't be seen for what I am, or I'm so weak. As long as I can keep things constricted in darkness, I'm unstoppable. But the more things are out in the open, the more listening and clarity, the more I feel myself falling apart. This energy has to be unconscious, it has to be unseen. There are other things I could say, but that feels like enough for now. So, that's how you channel. Well, I didn't really give you the actual. You say to yourself, you could say this out loud, I just did it in my head. Jordan, do you agree to play the role of the part of you that is circumcision? Or genital mutilation. And then when you're done playing the role, you say, Jordan, I release you from all roles you are currently playing. So, yeah, that was interesting. I've channeled circumcision once before, and it was somewhat similar. Yeah, very interesting. Very interesting. There's some metaphysical things there, some really interesting points, I think, that, you know, it's really all about, because it's not a very practical, you know, or it doesn't feel every day kind of like what you might expect, like, oh, we should organize in this way, or we should take this strategy. It was like very, like, oh, we need to be a field of love for it, or listen, and, you know, it's kind of broad in that way. But it makes sense, and I can tell you from listening to myself and from loving, from being a space of love for myself or being a space of love for whoever I'm talking to, that the conversation flows a lot better. It's difficult though sometimes, it really is. I definitely have experienced that where the circumcision itself just like pulls me in and like I can't talk about it. I can't do anything about it because I'm so filled with darkness and pain and rage, that I can't be an effective activist. Um, but yeah, I really do resonate with my experience having love for um, myself and for my experiences around circumcision really dissolves it and makes me so much more powerful. You know, I didn't even do any into activism until I'd done quite a bit of healing. Just being with my pain, giving it space, and doing speaking exercises, you know, listening to myself and journaling and doing different other consciousness raising healing stuff. It's in my book. My book will be out soon. If you want it, it'll be out soon. I talk a lot about healing stuff in there. So yeah, I don't know. I'm not gonna weigh this down anymore with any more commentary on it. But it was interesting. I might do some more channeling for y'all later. But I think that's it for today. Love to hear what you think of this. Peace.